Good afternoon, this is Brian.
Hi, Brian. This is Katie Diath from St. Luke's Cornerstone Capital Campaign. How are you?
I'm good, Katie. How are you? How's your day?
Doing well, doing well. I was calling. Hopefully, you gotten a letter in the mail talking about ambassadors that were going to speak to you. Did you get that letter?
Yeah, I'm excited. Received a letter from Father Paul. Absolutely.
Wonderful. Well, then you'll know that as your ambassador, I'm calling to set up a time to meet with you either at your house or St. Luke's to talk about the new church. Would either of those places be good for you?
Yeah, absolutely, Katie. And I've heard your name, but I don't think we've had the pleasure to meet in person. So not sure what mass you go to. So coming to my house, if you're okay with that, I think that'd be great. I'm looking at maybe Friday, Katie. Does Friday work for you? You have some flexibility?
Yeah, that'd be great. Would evening be all right?
Yeah, that's better. Time I finish up work, if that works into your schedule. 6:30-ish work for you?
6:30 would be great. And I have your address down as 123 Main Street in Mint Hill. Is that right?
Yeah, thanks for confirming because we've moved a couple of times and I was hoping I was able to update everything with the church. That is absolutely right. So thanks for asking.
Great. Well, then I'll come by Friday at 6:30 and I'll just answer your questions about the campaign.
Perfect. I look forward to meeting you in person, Katie. Thanks so much.
All right. See you then.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Katie, for coming over. I appreciate it. I know.
Thanks so much. Yeah, this is so great.
Yeah, it's cool. Thanks for coming. We're super excited to be in our new home. So thanks again for checking the address.
Yeah.
Make sure it's the right thing to do. So my wife can't be here today, but I have some questions from her and really from us. As a family. To your point, you're able to answer some questions. So we appreciate that.
Absolutely, and that's what I'm here for. And I guess I'll just start by getting to know you a little bit.
Yeah,
I've seen you around church.
Yeah.
How long have you been at the parish, Brian?
Jeez, we've probably been here about 8 years, Katie.
Wow.
How about you?
Pretty new, about 3 years.
Okay,
So
cool. Where'd you come from?
we were in England before and
Okay.
made our way back to Charlotte.
Awesome.
Yeah, and are you local to the area?
No, I've lived all over the country. Last place was really Virginia. So my wife and I had an opportunity to come to Charlotte, and we took a chance on St. Luke. We loved it.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but we've seen a lot of growth in the last 8 years that we've been here. So I'm not surprised with the need of the church when I look at the growing families and as we get to know people. I know it's time, and I know we're excited, and in talking to fellow parishioners, I know they're excited as well.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, if you look at the numbers in the bulletin,
Yeah.
we're growing every year,
I know.
every couple months. It just seems to go up and up. And so, new church, here we are.
Yeah.
And I know that your time is really valuable.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
But I figure let's go ahead and go over some
Sure.
of those questions. I thought I'd, just give you some things here in my ambassadors folder.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
So the first thing I'll give you is this handy pledge card. So everyone gets a pledge card and a privacy envelope.
Okay.
So on here, there's a portion that you'll put in the envelope and then a little portion that you'll keep as well.
Okay.
And you'll see there are different giving amounts that are just a guide to kind of get you
Okay.
thinking about it. And then you'll see there's also how you can make that pledge. So putting forth the money in the collection basket, in the new envelopes, or e-donation, or what have you.
Okay.
So I'll let you just go ahead and have that and take a look at
Okay.
that.
Okay. Great.
But how can I answer your questions? What questions do you have, Brian?
Well, and thank you. I'll be happy to take a look at this. I know that from mass, from messaging, website, a lot of communication. We're looking at monies, right, to build the church. I was just a little bit. I don't know if it's confused, Katie, or I just don't know what's the number that we actually need to break ground for the church, and then it seems like this is a sense of urgency, not in a bad way, but we really want to get the pledges done pretty fast. I'm just curious why the money, and then why the sense of let's get started.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So Brian, the number that we're trying to aim for is about 2.7 million,
Okay.
which might sound like a lot, but if we
Yeah.
all are participating and we're all giving, we'll easily be able to get that amount.
Okay.
And we are looking to get it all pledged by October 1st so that
Okay.
we can break ground. And we kind of put that date so that we can not have to spend more money on new permits and things. So
that makes
that's
sense.
the urgency, is getting it done so that we can kind of keep the ball rolling with what we've got going,
Okay.
and go from there.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So in other words, what you're saying is the faster we can get the pledges, the faster we can break ground for the church.
And probably the less it will cost us. You know,
Yeah,
everything
costs
is
in this
going
area.
up, so
Okay.
the sooner we can get going, the
Okay.
less it'll cost too. Absolutely.
That makes sense. So that was really, the biggest question that I have. Can I kind of take a look at this with you a little bit? Just there's some options
Yeah.
as we go through it. So cash or check, e-donations. So I'm sure we can do something online. Credit card, stock donations, required minimum distribution, IRA, stock donations. Can you help me or maybe direct me? Can you get me back to someone in the church? I mean, I can certainly talk to my financial advisor, but is there, maybe we can follow up on that?
Yeah, so definitely talk to your financial
Okay.
advisor about it and the benefits. If that's something that you think will work for you, and then that's another way that you want to donate,
Mm-hmm.
I can connect you with someone
Okay,
else in
cool.
the parish to
Okay.
get that all set up so
Okay.
that we can use your gifts in that way. That'd be great.
Okay, cool. What's the obligation with the pledge? Certainly, with God's good grace, I want to stick to the actual pledge. But is this like legally binding, or, God forbid we had a life circumstance or a health situation, are we bound to the amount that we are pledged?
Absolutely not. So
Okay.
this is just a pledge. So
Okay.
this is not legally binding, like you said.
Okay.
This is a willing gift of the bounty that God has given you, and
Okay.
we are totally understanding that in life and business,
Sure.
there are things that might change. So hopefully you can contribute that number each month. But for whatever reason, if circumstances find themselves going down and maybe you're a little behind, maybe you can make it up later.
Okay.
It's nothing that can't be flexible or that we can't work with you on.
Okay,
But,
cool. Well,
yeah.
that's perfect. So if I'll continue to pray on this, which I know is the most important thing of this campaign. When we're ready, Katie, then what should I do next with this? And I know we have an envelope here. What do I actually physically do with these things?
Yeah. So since you're not ready to give that to me today,
Yeah.
what you'll want to go ahead and do is, once you've kind of prayed about it and thought about
Okay.
it, you'll want to fill out the portion on this side that firstly says that you're going to be praying for the campaign.
Sure,
Like
of
you said,
course.
that's the most important pledge and
Yep.
commitment that we can have from you. You'll put in your amount, and then you'll keep this portion and put this back in the envelope. You can
Okay.
put it in the offertory, or you can give it to Mary in the front office. And then you'll keep the small portion so that you can do your next step on how you're going to donate the money. So that might be setting up e-donations on the
Okay.
website,
Yep.
or calling the front office to change the e-donations that you might have already been doing for Building Peace. And I'll just follow up with you in maybe a few days or
Okay.
a week, and just give you a friendly reminder, or see if you had any other follow-up questions before you submit it.
Good. And I also think, is it an option too, because we're taking a family vacation for 2 weeks. It looks like I can also mail this in too if need be.
Absolutely. All
Okay.
you need to do is put a stamp on there, put it in your mailbox, and it's a privacy envelope, so it's completely confidential.
Okay, that's good to know.
And so it won't be opened except by the person on the team that's doing
Okay.
the money.
Good. Awesome. Well, thank you, Katie.
Yeah,
I
thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much for your
Thanks.
time
Yeah,
today.
absolutely. All right. Have a good day.